I'm not sure that this is the most flattering angle that I can record at, but it's going to have to do because I've got no holder for my phone, and I'm stuck in traffic, so I'm gonna do this now. So I kind of spent the last few days thinking about perspective, and how just the slightest change in how we look at things can alter how we feel. I can be prone to depression on occasion. It usually comes on when I get stressed. When I get stressed, or when I'm particularly unhappy about something that's happening in my life. I'm not unhappy about anything at the moment, but it's been a hard time, as it has for everyone with COVID. Things have been really up and down. Everything's changed. I wasn't able to earn my living in the way that I usually do. Moving online it's been great, but it's been difficult, and so far not been particularly lucrative. And I've had to go out and get a job, which I'm really enjoying, but it's just kind of all the change, and I found it really difficult. And there's been other stuff as well. We've had a few. We've moved into a building site, so we've got stuff going on at home. I've got a couple of horses, and there's been an issue kind of there. So all in all, I find myself feeling quite low at the moment. I'm either low or I'm okay. I'm not. I haven't felt good for a while, but I've been either all right or I've been quite low. And it's funny how things change. So when I'm feeling low, all my thoughts are negative, and I focus on the things that are going wrong, and that makes me feel worse. But then I notice that those times that I think the stress eases a little bit, so I start to feel kind of okay, my perspective changes, so that I don't focus on the bad things anymore. It's easier to focus on what's right. And it's literally all it is that flipping between thinking about what's right and what's wrong just makes so much difference to the way we feel, to our perspective. So I'm making a huge effort now to work with kind of the concept of gratitude, being grateful for what I've got. I've got some amazing stuff going on in my life. I'm surrounded I'm blessed by brilliant family. And friends, and I'm very lucky. You know, where we live is amazing. It is a building site, but I wouldn't swap it for the world. I love it. You know, I say there's been an issue with my horses. It's not even, it's a minor complication. It's not a big problem. But when things get on top of you, the little things become big. So I'm trying to step back and kind of look at what I've got rather than what I haven't got or what's wrong. And when I look online, you just look at the people in Beirut, what's happening there. You know, I have friends on Facebook with family members that have got cancer, and they've got cancer. People are really, really struggling. And when you're depressed, that kind of doesn't help. I know that it's quite kind of, everything's subjective. But it's just about trying to be grateful for what we've got and seeing the pluses rather than focusing too much on the minuses. So my work for this week is to try and be really, really grateful for all the amazing things I've got, and to focus less on what I consider to be problems, because they are minor inconveniences. They're not problems. A problem would be a child or a grandchild with cancer. That would be horrendous. So yeah, it's about that swing in perspective and just spending a few minutes every now and again through the day thinking, these are the things that I've got to be grateful for, and maybe listing them. And it might be that if you take your problem back a step or two, actually what you've got there is something to be grateful for, not a problem. So I've got an issue kind of moving one of the horses. I am so lucky to be able to have those horses. So the fact that there's a problem moving one of them is minor. You know, I'm lucky to have one. And I think it's easier said than done, but that's what I'm working with this week. Anyway, just thought I'd put that out there. Haven't moved anywhere in the traffic really. So I'll sit here, carry on musing, but I'll leave you to get on with your day. Thanks for listening. Bye.